to show you a contour.
If I follow all the white ones through the yard, what does that mean?
It means you're making a contour.
It means that you're making a contour, which is ground that is
the same level.
The same level. So what I'm going to do is this is going to tell me where my garden's going to go. And the reason is because water, when it rains, water moves, alright, at right angle to contour, which just means that water will move from this side of the flag to this side of the flag. So if I want to catch water and I want to retain water, in my garden, then I need to make it on contour. And the rain will come up onto my garden and it will soak into the ground because my garden will stop the water. It'll be forced to soak into the garden before going around. And if I want to retain more water, I'll put the garden here and I'll put a small ditch in front of the garden so that everybody can, or so that all the water can fill in the hole and seep into the ground and come into the garden right below it. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one up there, I'm going to put a garden bed here, and I'm going to put a garden bed there, and I'm going to make it where the water comes into the garden and then the excess will drain off into the next contour, and then that water will seep into the next garden, and then that will drain off to the next contour. Got that? Alright, so what it's going to end up being is on the higher ground, because it stays drier, I'm going to have a ditch on contour called a swale. And a swale is a ditch on contour. It's meant to hold water instead of drain water. It's meant to collect water. So on the higher ground, I'll put in a swale. Right beside the swale, I'll build up a mound for my garden, and that mound will be where my garden is, and that will keep my plants dry, but it will keep the ground under them wet. Okay? And then on the lower stuff, I have land that is very wet, and I'm not going to I will not put a swale on those. I will not put a swale on the wetland. I will just build up the garden bed. Alright everybody, so like the kids tried to explain, and I was explaining to the kids, this is another section of the yard, and you can see all the white flags here. I have orange flags right over here. Then I've got pink flags. These are actually just a connection to the ones on the other side. And I've got more orange flags up here, and then I've got white flags further up. So as you can tell, the contour kind of curves around the yard and comes back this way. Alright, so like I explained, right over here is going to be on the higher levels. This is a lower level, and there's a lot of water retention here, so I will not be putting in swales over here. I have plenty of water as it is. But on the higher contours, I'll be putting in swales just on this side of the flag, and on the other side of the flag will be my raised garden bed. Alright, it'll basically just be a long mound, and the plans are to put wood inside the beds and to do my hybrid Hugels. Alright, so I'll end up, you know, over here have a swale, over here have the bed, and it will follow contour because the water is supposed to come down right angle to contour. Alright, so right angle to contour, it will come down, it will end up in those swales, and then it'll drain into the ground, and then the garden will end up soaking up all the water into the bed, and the plants will have nutrients available to them and moisture available to them even during the summer heat, which, you know, down here in the south we always have a lot of summer heat. So if you guys have any questions, obviously you can email me at ken@thecleversurvivalist.com and let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully I'll be able to get some videos after I have dug a few of these gardens. Obviously they won't be the entire length of the contours that I'm showing you. I will just be designing them based on, you know, mowing this yard and all that other stuff. But this is a little different than most people do. The main point of this is I am trying to design a yard around my land, the contour of my land and the garden, instead of what we've done up until this point and everybody else does, and that is design your garden and everything else around fencing and stuff like that. And fencing is not where you need to put your garden. You need to put your garden where the rain's gonna go. Alright, so I'll see you guys later, hopefully in another video.